So, gift economy. Gift economy is a wonderful concept for something that people have been doing for a long time, perhaps from the beginning of times, which is a giving from the heart. That doesn't necessarily have an exact and specific market value. It's not something that we keep track of as an accountant. But we can take the money-based economy to a point where it's not only about the market value, but it's also about the relationship that is behind. I've been humbled to see people, especially in rural communities, in mountain areas, further away from bigger cities, where we've been taught to sort of be self-sufficient, to not need one another so much because we can go out and buy everything. I have been humbled to see the amazing generosity of these people once we cross their threshold and go for a visit. Sharing small tokens, either from the city or things that I make myself. And it's not necessarily just about the products and services exchanged. It's also about the gift of presence we enter with one another. For instance, one year we went Christmas caroling, because it's one of those few times a year where you can just go unannounced and bump into people's houses to give them a gift of presence. And singing a Christmas carol is just a pretext for it. And when we did it in our mountain area, we came back home with 10 liters of milk, 5 kilograms of cheese, cream, and eggs, which were the things people just had in abundance because that's what they are growing and producing for themselves up there. It's really humbling to see the amazing generosity, and what we took in exchange was our presence, a natural soap I make, for instance. But what is really amazing is that when there's so much generosity coming my way, I'm prompted to give more. Beyond the monetary value of the little things we exchange, it's really becoming a soul-to-soul relationship where we're creating a space to share things and to create a relationship that is really long-term. The great thing about gift economy is not only that you get much more than the market value assigned to the products and services, but you also enter into this space of relationship building, long-term friendships, where you become dependent and you can rely on one another for exchanging things that one has in abundance and the other doesn't. And more than that, it's really acknowledging that we are part of a community, of a web that, when all else fails, it's a reminder that we do have one another. And that's the most important thing we probably ever had. Our people here have a saying that gift from gift, heaven is built. And the exact translation of it actually points to the fact that it's the passing on the gift that you get as a gift from somebody else that builds this heaven. It's sharing the surplus, the abundance. It's a reminder that there's always abundance around, and it's very easy to connect to it. And going a little bit beyond the money economy is a wonderful thing in that sense, because you get much more in terms of the relationship that comes out of the exchange than you would if you just went to the supermarket, got something, bought it, and that's it. End of story. You get a part of the knowledge, of the life experience of the person you exchange with. For instance, I make natural soaps and other skincare products with edible ingredients, and I love sharing them. The reason I love sharing them is because it's not just about the product. Whenever I share them with people, I also share the story of why I chose to make them in the first place, how I make them, what's the experience from all days I'm using to bring back, how can I simplify life. You get a story, and it ends up being a web of stories that are interwoven. Really. And It's about sharing our gifts and our talents, and sure, the money is a wonderful energy if it's something to be passed forward, to be shared. So gift from gift, heaven is built. Come join the circle.